First and foremost, I just would like to thank you all for coming out tonight and giving us the opportunity to show our film to you. This is the world premiere of Loose Change 9/11 and American Coup. We're very excited to be here. We had a great turnout, I think. I had a lot of good questions after the film. A lot of good back and forth with the audience. Pretty happy.
Wow, I mean, a lot has happened since then. I mean, it's tough to say. Well, I mean, I can tell you that the screening of the second edition, there were people outside with flyers about how bad we were for the movement and how we're all disinformation, and you didn't see that this time. So, if anything, that's one difference.
I think the largest difference I saw was probably from the audience and their knowledge of the entire subject. Back when we came here with second edition for the premiere, a lot of people still didn't know a lot of the what would now be considered basic information, and now a lot of them are saying, "Oh, it's a great film," but some of the same information or some of the stuff, or actually one was like, "I already know a lot of that information in the film," and I was like, "Well, that's awesome because you're a 9/11 researcher, so hopefully for the people that don't know about it, it'll be a lot more information."
No, it's cool. But yeah, I would say that there's definitely a change in mentality. I mean, as Korey said, I mean, it's like a more educated crowd. I mean, obviously, almost 4 years have passed. Yeah, it's been a great night. It's always good to be at the Grand Lake.
How did it finally feel to see Loose Change 9/11 and American Coup on this big screen?
It was awesome.
It was great.
It was awesome.
We're really happy with it. I mean, we've watched it on small screens and some larger flat screens and stuff like that, but to actually see it here on the in the theater with the whole big screen and all the sound and everything like that, I was really happy. It was like watching the film for the first time for me again.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it was cool. We got the sound, we got the atmosphere of it. I don't think anyone pirated it, as far as I can tell anyway. But no, it's cool. I think people were happy with it.
I'm extremely relieved that we finally got.
I'm relieved. I am very relieved.
We've been working very hard all summer long.
We've been sitting on this film for 2 months now with it being done and not being able to show a lot of people. So it's nice to finally have this premiere and read all the reviews tomorrow. So I'm sure the people will be pleased. I think people are going to be happy to see Steven in there, see Jeanette McKinley in there. It's definitely a new film, but I mean, it's hard to say. It really is hard to say. I think people will be happy with it. I mean,
from what I can gauge downstairs, people are very happy with it. I haven't received any negative feedback or anything like that. Everybody, and even one group, 2 guys I was talking to, didn't realize that I was the one up there answering questions. So I got the real honest from them. They liked the film a lot. They had a few points, things that they personally would have liked to have seen done differently, or questions about why Barry's interview was spliced, and they'd like to see the entire interview released, just for skepticism and stuff like that.
That's the beautiful thing about it. It is online.
Yeah,
uncut.
It is. So right off the bat, the immediate response from the people who are here has been very positive.
And what is your fondest memory of working with each other? To sum up the interview.
Fondest memory, easy.
Yeah.
The day we broke WICZ Fox 40 News in Binghamton was the first time we ever made it on mainstream news, even though it was a local Fox
That was even
affiliate.
the first time we were on the news.
Yeah, it was like
That was the first time we were on any news
The
network.
first time anybody
anywhere.
ever really paid attention to us, and I mean, just the excitement and the atmosphere that was in our house that night was just
jumping on the bed.
just jumping up and down off the walls.
As soon as
It
the
was
title
really, really
music came
happy.
on, we were like, "This isn't happening right now. They're
But-
actually covering this."
We actually get a lot of those moments, just completing films, getting things done, getting feedback from people. Dylan and I's relationship through this whole thing, we've always been best friends, and it'll always remain that way because we work together very, very well. And I look forward to continuing working with you in the future, Mr. Avery.
I do as well, producer man.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I think it's been great. And me, fondest memory, WICC is a big one. I mean, and even taking it back from there. I mean, when Korey first got out of the military, it was just him and me in my basement apartment in DC, sitting across from each other at a cheap Staples plastic fold-out table. One laptop over here, another over here. Him doing email and me doing editing. I mean, that was louder than words. Beginnings right there. Basement apartment in DC.
Were good times.
Those were good times. You know, it's like it was a very interesting moment in our lives.